What's up, YouTube? So today we got Jamari back with Fousey cannot accept his downfall.
A couple of months since we last caught
I
up
remember
with
seeing
our buddy FouseyTube. At one time, Yusuf was arguably the big.
I remember seeing him when I was a little kid. Boy, he was like #1. Boy, I'm not like he was the YouTuber. Like he was him. He was him. I don't know what happened. We're about to find out.
Biggest creator on YouTube, but now he has hit rock bottom more times than I can count. Last time we talked, Fousey was experiencing his annual crash out, only this time things got even more explosive than usual, with him going off and attacking several of his employees, both physically and mentally.
Fired a cameraman in 5 minutes. Swear to God, on my mother's heartbeat, you would be fired right now, and you personally, I think I would have punched you in the face. Stop getting...
Like he was just crashing out. Like he's dragging it. Like you know that's on camera. That's certain stuff you just don't say on camera. Like now your camera guy gonna feel some type of way. He kind of like does it to himself. It's like, yo, you crashing out for no reason. Like what are you doing? Like it almost seems fake. Like it's like almost seems like it's fake, and he's like you know what I mean?
Face. Hey, are you slow? Go work at Chuck E. Cheese.
It's getting hot in here.
Come here, make me some.
Like even his own family
Like, what is
was
he
not
doing?
spared in his quest for someone to blame for his failures.
I'm a Muslim. You guys put me on this earth, Baba, but now I'm 34, so I'm living my own life. So, Baba, this is the last you're ever gonna see me. I live in Australia now.
It's just hilarious to me how someone can go from trying to present themselves as a beacon of positivity and pursuing your dreams, and then the very next day the dude goes against everything that he preaches, develops a massive ego overnight, and pretty much walks around as if he was a god on earth who can abuse and treat anyone around him like a peasant.
Kevin, when I say spray, you go to her and you do this in the face, okay?
I've known individuals
he's
like
dragging
this who
it.
treat people around them like crap when they feel like it.
He's really
and then they
dragging
try and
it.
play it off or play the victim later like nothing ever happened. These types of people almost always end up alone or with their lone victim who endures that type of abuse. But this is really just the Fousey cycle at this point. First he's down and out, humble and begging for pity. At this stage, he's likely reconnected with God and his family. Then he starts to get some fame again, some clout online, maybe lands a few collaborations with bigger content creators. He then starts to get some money and immediately turns to material possessions for validation, and then his true self kind of starts to leak out. He may say something to the effect that he's going to be the biggest entertainer in the entire world, or maybe he's going to put on some massive event, and then he destroys his life like a horrific plane crash that leaves no survivors.
I'm not even gonna sit here and say sorry but like I'm trying to explain to y'all, like now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf and I open Twitter and I see what Fousey did, I'm like...
Well, now Fousey has announced his new career, proclaiming that the Fousey character he created as Yusuf is dead and never coming back.
King crash out. He's pretending to be me. It's not me, okay?
You're not gonna get away with this. They're gonna know it's not you. They're gonna know it's not me. You're not me, okay? You're not.
But before we get into his continued horrible choices, I want to tell you guys about a great choice that you can make with today's video sponsor, Mando. When it comes to deodorant, I feel like most people just think about their armpits, but obviously there's many other cracks and crevices of your body that are liable to get smelly. And Mando is here to help
no one's
you
putting
guys
deodorant
control
on
that
their
odor.
come
Mando
on.
was actually created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal body odor was being misdiagnosed. This is actually a full body deodorant that you can apply to everything from your pits to your package and even those piggly wigglies. Mando is even proven to control odor better than a full-on shower with
no
soap.
one's
Of course,
putting
you can go with
deodorant
their
right here. You're
unscented
bugged out.
options, but they also have great scents from bourbon leather to clover woods, Mount Fuji, and even Pro Sport. Mando is safe for your skin, your clothes, they have aluminum-free options, and you can rest assured they do not test on animals. I really enjoyed the Mount Fuji scent. To me, it just feels very tropical, very clean. I've also really been enjoying this Pro Sport whole body deodorant. I like it because it feels like more of a lotion. I just put a couple dabs and get on area kind of like my neck because I do wear these chains, and you know, as I'm going about the day and kind of moving around, it can get a little smelly on my neck. just to be honest. And personally, I think that Mando's starter pack is great. It comes with a full-size stick of deodorant, in my case the cream deodorant tube, or it could also come with a spray deodorant, and then you also get 2 free products like the wipes, or even the mini body wash that smell great. And of course you get free shipping in the US, waiting for. Get started on your Mando journey and smell better today. So Fousey's big plan now is to become a rapper. This damn near 40-year-old man thinks that he is going to be the next big thing in music, selling out stadiums.
Took a long break, bitch, I'm back, now I'm too hot. I can't fit these racks that's in my bank in a shoebox.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. This is downright pathetic. Like, this dude should be starting a family or running a business by now. Filthy rich with his entire life situated after being handed the world on a silver platter.
Some retard asked me why Aiden never shout me out. Like I'm supposed to give a
He was making
Bro, like, what's the point of that, bro? What's the point of that? That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, what's the point of that? Literally. Like,
hundreds of thousands of dollars a month for years.
Crashing out for no
Instead of investing
reason.
any of it or building something away from YouTube and his Fousey persona, he overspent renting an LA condo. He spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on massage parlors and other useless material possessions like jewelry and cars. And now this guy is still out here begging for crumbs at the bottom of the degenerate streaming barrel. I mean, seriously, compare him to someone like Roman Atwood, his longtime friend who had a very similar career trajectory as Fousey. The two even went on a damn world tour together and were co-headliners. But one guy was smart with his money, he never crashed and burned, and now
Exactly.
he's just older with his wife and his family, and building businesses, running a podcast, and basically just doing whatever the f he wants. I'm sure he could walk away from the internet tomorrow. That is how it should be when you're blessed with so much wealth in such a short period of time. But obviously, there's always another side to the coin, and that is the life of Yusuf.
like, what is he doing?
Who was that? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! YSC, crash out, crash, Mr. Viral, Mr. whatever you want to call me. Hi. Y'all thought you could say whatever the hell you wanted about me in TikTok comments? Instagrams, YouTubes, I saw everything and you have to pay for it.
So now he's changing his name and his online persona from Fousey to Crash Out YSC, and in his first single titled First Day Out, he filmed a video of his funeral that was directed by King Bach of all people. Yes, like I'm talking about the one dude from Vine who no one has heard from for the last decade. The poor guy must be down so bad that he's taking this type of work.
All right, and you know, if you want to come and
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard of
while
him
the
either.
poem is going, feel free to. Here we go.
In the video, Fousey is basically throwing a pity party for himself before he breaks out of a coffin to stick it to his haters and tell them that he's not going anywhere, questioning where his real friends were when he was down and out.
They don't like the truth because I be stating facts. They say it's killer, we killed it. I'm okay with this.
Now honestly, this has to be my favorite moment in the entire music video, when the guy just starts dancing around like a little kid.
You're a fan, you're a fan, you're a fan, you're a fan. Eminem would call you a motherfucking stan, you're a fan.
I don't know, something about the guy who rode Drake for the greater part of the last 10 years, at one time even trying to make himself into a carbon copy of him, using the Kendrick Cannot Like Us reference, just doesn't sit right with me. But hey, I guess it makes about as much sense as this entire era of Fousey.
That's the first time I've ever been in a coffin. That's the scariest shit I've ever done in my life. Don't take life for granted, because one day, what's guaranteed is we're all gonna be inside one.
And keep in mind guys, this single was supposed to be his big moment that he has been teasing for months. But when it came out, it actually got less than 50,000 views in the first day. And even days after it being covered by some of the biggest streamers and content creators, it has only racked up around 175,000 views. Keep in mind, this is uploaded on his main channel that has over 10 million subscribers. Meaning not even...
The thing is, I think most of those subscribers, bro, they were little kids. People make new accounts. People forget about who they was following before. And probably some of those accounts is fake account. You know what I mean? It could be a lot of things.
2% of those people were willing to click on this video. And I truly believe that most of the people who did tune in were just there to see how bad it could truly be. Like even the basic fundamentals of making a song sound decent, like proper mixing and mastering and layering of the track, are really nowhere to be found. In fact, the video appears to have been edited on CapCut, so I'm guessing that he mixed this shit himself in GarageBand. I mean, it truly sounds putrid. And it's really funny because this isn't even the first time that Fousey has tried his hand at music. Around 6 years ago, he had a song with DJ Khaled that was far more popular than this will ever be. But once again, I guess this is all part of the long, never-ending cycle that he puts himself through every year. Like one day we will totally see a 60-year-old Fousey crashing out on the latest trend. At the end of the day, I really do feel like streaming was just about the worst thing that someone like Fousey could have stumbled upon. The guy is obviously impulsive, he's destructive, and constantly having to engage with a live community that he's trying to entertain so that he can go viral is a recipe for disaster for someone like him.
You are a debt to me. Every single thing I said to you was a lie. I didn't love you. Every time I you, I thought about my ex. I hate you. You're Chuck E. Cheese's. And listen, when my album comes out, when you start hearing it, when you're in the club or getting by a Chuck E. Cheese rat, don't you dare text me.
And on the other hand, rapping is also considered a young man's game, and nothing that he is bringing to the table here really tells me that we should take him seriously at all. I mean, I would say this guy used to be considered somewhat of an inspiration, someone who at the very least attempted to wear their faults on their sleeve.
I felt worthless. I felt ugly. I felt gay. I felt that like that.
But over the last 6 years, Fousey has taken every opportunity to show himself to be a narcissist who is only interested in using people around him for his own personal gain. And it's like no matter how hard he tries to present himself a certain way, I feel like people have caught on to this trend.
Pull out whatever you're talking about, you clip farmer. Pull out whatever.
The guy has deep-rooted identity issues, a problem with social validation, and ultimately he's always been driven by a deep sense of insecurity. I mean, it's one thing for like an 18 to 25-year-old person to still be acting this way, but this guy is damn near middle-aged, still embarrassing himself online for a pretty minuscule amount of money that he could have been making passively if he just would have been smart at all about any investment back in the day.
Excuse me? Can I borrow $4?
No, I'm sorry, you can't ask my customers that.
I can't ask another human to pay for my coffee. Is that a Macy's rule? I'm a millionaire. I'm asking to be spared $4.
Hi, how are you?
It's okay, thank you. You guys are all broke as
I mean, like, if he would have been investing back then, like in 2012 through 2017, oh my god, that money would be compounding and making so many more little money bags. But no, instead the guy wanted jewelry, he wanted cars, he wanted all this bullshit. And even now when he touches money, he still does the exact same thing. He's asking his audience, oh, what supercar should I buy this week? Or I guess I should say likely rent. Either way, I want to know what you guys think about the latest update on Fousey. I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video and dropping a like, maybe sharing with a friend. I also encourage you to go check out this.
Bro, I think a lot of streamers or maybe famous people, or just maybe a lot of people, I guess, when they get a lot of money, they want a material stuff, like they want a new car, chains, watches, all that. Time flies by so quick that they I feel like they lose track, and then they're so like, I don't know, I just feel like they lose track, and then when they start dying down, they wish they had all those houses, companies or something to get their money. So it's like they're always just chasing the money now, trying to get the money back, but it's already too late. Like they already reached their peak, and it was that. So I feel like just people got to be smarter with their money, yo. Yo, you getting $1 million a month? Buy some houses, bro. You could buy a house for 500,000, 200,000, 300,000. Just go buy a house, boy. All right. So until next time.